Hey, let's wrap up a great week. Thomas Miller on the TGI Friday edition of the February 16th Fun Astrology podcast. Thanks for stopping in here. Okay, so this is not going to take long to set up a pretty cool weekend astrologically. First of all, yesterday, as we mentioned, Venus trips the domino stack of things this weekend at 11:05 Eastern this morning, moving into Aquarius. So for about just under the next month, Venus will be there in Aquarius with Mars, predominantly, because Mercury and the Sun will fairly quickly move out. And of all the planets in Aquarius, too, is of note, as we've been talking about Mercury so much, including yesterday, that it is in exaltation in Aquarius. That's from its rulership in Virgo, basically. And Robert and I released an Old Soul, New Soul 2 days ago on this very topic. So if you're interested in exaltations and falls and etc., then you can go check that episode out as well. But Venus sitting on top of Pluto in Aquarius, if you just put all of that together, has so many characteristics that we can't do it in the time constraints of this episode. However, you can look at the big major areas. So first of all, radical, that's Aquarius. Transformational, something's going to change, something might surprise, that's Aquarius. Venus, let's say love, money, everything we value, beautification, that which makes us feel calm and balanced. And see, that can show up as anything from a little retail therapy, buying something beautiful to improve an area of your home that would make you smile, all the way down to a really good orgasm. And that just about covers the whole spectrum right there. But Pluto is powerful, so you not only have the Mars power, in fact, sexuality, I'm saying that, but sexuality is a big thing right now. Mars sitting on top of Pluto, Venus sitting right on top of Pluto, but that could also end up in a power clash. So be sure with Aquarius dominating this and setting the drumbeat that you give more than you take. And that's a good principle with everything. And I'm just going to mention on that note, I've been sensitive to that, and so that's why I'm putting this thing in the show notes on all of our episodes. Hey, we've got an opportunity to buy old Thomas a coffee and just look at the equation of giving versus taking and see if there's maybe a little bit of giving that might be handy there, and I would appreciate that. It also balances the energy, and that's the most important thing. In all areas, keep that in mind. Am I giving more than I'm taking, or am I taking more than I'm giving? Because Venus is about balance. Now, there's another aspect today, as we're talking about being imbalanced. Mercury squares Uranus tonight at 10:52 p.m. That's Eastern. Pull it down to your own time zone, but that's a higher octave situation, Uranus being the higher octave of Mercury. Have you guys been noticing tech glitches? Just little things, not even Mercury retrograde scale, but just enough to say something's not right here. Well, we've obviously been having some sun flares and CMEs this week. And I mean, if you ever doubt that that has an impact on things technologically related, just talk to a ham radio operator about what happens during solar flares. Or when we enter an 11-year solar cycle like we're just about in the middle of right now, you better have some time on your hands when you ask them, because they'll be there for a while telling you all about it. And that's the shortwave radio frequencies are probably affected the most, but it does ripple down, I think. Actually, I've felt it in my own chest. So just realize the gremlins could be at play a little bit here today, but that will taper off pretty quickly as it fades out tomorrow and on into the weekend. And then 3:48 in the morning, we've been talking about it extensively yesterday, Venus conjoins Pluto in Aquarius. Now let's talk about the moon in all of this for a second. The moon enters Gemini today at 2:40 this afternoon Eastern. So see, there's that coupling with Mercury. Mercury, Uranus, the whole thing. I mean, look at all that's highlighted right now. Uranus rules astrology. It's in a square with Mercury, which rules Gemini, where the moon is going to be for the weekend. I mean, everything we've been talking about, so powerful this weekend. If you feel this energy, boy, you are really in tune with the sky, because it is big, big, big. So for today, for at least this afternoon and this evening, all the way through Sunday, we have the moon in Gemini. So as Mars and Venus are sitting on top of Pluto, all of that is being bundled in the emotions of the communication spectrum. Boy, if you guys missed Valentine's Day, this would be a good weekend to make that up. But also a good weekend to get things done, especially launching kind of communication-related, writing-related, online-related projects. Why? Because Sunday night, the last aspect before this Gemini moon goes void, of course, is a trine with the sun. Bingo, boom, be working on your communication projects this whole weekend. And it's a really short void, of course, only 4 minutes, because all that stuff is stacked up right there at the beginning gate of Aquarius. Then the moon goes home to Cancer for the next couple of days to start next week. So a Gemini moon trining a sun that is 2 minutes, literally 2 minutes in the sky, not 2 minutes on the clock. 2 minutes, 29 degrees, 58 minutes away from moving into Pisces. As the last aspect on Sunday night. Man, Kristen and Alyssa are going to have one heck of a great level up. I hope you'll join them on the YouTube channel and also in Facebook. That's going to be awesome, stellar. I'm jealous, you guys. Can we swap weekends? No, they can make the best of that. That's perfect. Oh, that's wonderful. All right, you guys have a great weekend, and just be in this energy. It is a rare moment to tune in to some really cool energy in the sky. All right? Have a good one. I'll be back with Merriman tomorrow. Bye-bye.